Hello everybody, good morning, good morning. I'm so happy to be here. I hope you are enjoying the summit so far. My name is Dominique Antiglio. I'm a sophrologist, I'm an author, and I'm the founder of BeSophro, which is a sophrology online platform to help you, to empower you through sophrology. Hi Julie, there's already some familiar faces here, so be very welcome here. First of all, I want to say that I loved Candy's presentation. I've used a lot of homeopathy in my life. I'm using for my boy Elliot as well. Such a great thing to have in your cupboard and the right people to talk to, so definitely very useful. So I want to say before we talk about sophrology, before I take you through a practice, I want to thank Julie, Maurice and Nadia Rafa to have organized this summit, and our two wonderful therapists and yogi, and they're always looking to serve their community through their knowledge, and I just want to say thank you because I'm really honored to be part of this group of fantastic therapists here. So also I want to say hello to all of you pregnant women. I think I honor you during this time, because not only pregnancy, I mean, yes, it's a wonderful time. You carry life inside you, and you go through these amazing changes, but also it can be a time of stress. It can be a time where you're challenged with so many questions, with so many changes. Good morning, Daniela. and I think that the fact that the world is in this massive transition at the moment with all what's happening health-wise, I have a special thought today for all of you who are pregnant, and I think it takes a little bit of an extra resilience at the moment to stay calm, to stay happy, to stay confident. So I just want to say that I'm hoping that this practice this morning can help you, can empower you, and can open new perspective. So basically, so what is sophrology? I'm sure that a lot of you haven't heard of the word. It's something that's quite new in the UK. It's been a well-established method for more than now almost 60 years in continental Europe. I'm originally from Switzerland. But sophrology is also very much well known in France, in Belgium, in Spain. And the word itself, sophrology, comes from three Greek roots: sos, phren, and logos. And literally, it means the science of consciousness in harmony. So basically, the founder of Sophrology is a neuropsychiatrist, and he's put together this amazing combination of relaxation, breathing, movement, meditation, and visualization in a very simple way. So you just close your eyes and you dive into this lovely practice that just takes 10 minutes a day, that's here to empower you and to bring a sense of harmony of mind and body, but also all the resources you need to cope with changes, pregnancy, prepare your future, build your confidence, sleep better, reduce your anxiety level. So basically, sophrology is a tool. It's a toolkit for life, yeah? And the origin of this toolkit is very much a blend of the essence of the Eastern practices like meditation, yoga, Zen, Buddhism. Although there is no spiritual connotation in sophrology, you just bring the spirituality you have, or if you don't want to bring it into it, it's fine. It's a very free practice, it's a toolkit. And with Western science, so the science of neurology, of psychiatry, of phenomenology, of relaxation, of hypnotherapy. So it's almost like a blend of all these practices that have been designed to explore consciousness. So the aim of Sophrology is to be able to let go a little bit of the mind, to dive into your body, to be more aware of your sensation, and to connect to that place that the mind doesn't go to, and that's the power of consciousness. It's a very strong place to go to, because it's an intuitive place. It's a place where you can connect with your resource. It's a place of vitality as well. It's a place of aliveness, yeah. And in that place, you can find a lot of answer. You can set new intentions. You can visualize and prepare for event. So I'm gonna show you this morning how we can dive into this practice and how we can connect to that important place of consciousness. So just to give you a last bit of background on Sophrology for those who've never heard the term, Sophrology is very much used in maternity unit in continental Europe. So they're also reimbursed by health insurance, and in Switzerland, for example. So it's very common to have a midwife or an obstetrician that's going to recommend you practicing Sophrology. And why would they do that when you're pregnant, yeah? So to positively perhaps deal with tiredness or discomfort, to manage stress and promote sleep, to feel more in control of that, more aware of the stress you experience, which is such an important subject during pregnancy, because you know that all the hormones you produce and the neurotransmitter you produce, possibly from stress, the adrenaline, the cortisol changes, they do impact on the medium in which your baby grows, yeah? So I think it's very important to be mindful about this time and to have a tool that makes you feel a little bit more in control, that the stress doesn't impact you as bad, yeah? It's really helping you to feel confident and calm and collected or strong about giving birth. It's also teaching you simple learning, pain management and for labor, guiding you through all sorts of different visualization and body awareness exercise, so you are more connected to your body and more able to let the process unfold. Sophrology doesn't prepare you for a specific type of birth. So you are going to choose what sort of birth you envisage. You're going to do your birth plan and hope for a healthy process, a healthy baby, a healthy mom, of course, yeah? But Sophrology, in essence, it just goes with what you want to experience, yeah? And it's going to help you to make this reality as possible, as real as possible. But it's also going to prepare you for the time where reality doesn't meet your expectation. Because we have to remember that we need to go in this process of birth in an empowered way, but also in a humble way, so that we don't put the expectation so high about what we hope that if things don't happen as we want, if your body doesn't manage a natural birth and you end up with a C-section, or you have decided for a C-section because you feel this is what you want, that you find the resilience to go through that, and that you find the peace and the self-acceptance and the kindness that you need to go through the experience life has in stock for you. And I think sometimes we don't emphasize this enough, that any type of birth is a birth. It's the birth you're gonna have, and it's probably the birth that's for you, yeah? And instead of fighting with our mind of what birth should be, I think we need to be prepared, we need to be ready, but also we need a certain amount of letting go and a certain amount of compassion and trust that things will go in the direction it's supposed to go, and you know, the body is an amazing place. The resilience a woman has during this time of birth is incredible. It's beyond what we can all imagine. Not being giving birth right now, I think our mind doesn't even allow us to comprehend the level of strength and the level of resilience a woman finds during birth. Yeah, whether you're confident or not, you will be empowered. This is it's just happened because your body will. Yeah. And then, yeah, so it helps us prepare for the type of birth you want, perhaps for a medical intervention if you have to, and perhaps you are fearful about certain medical intervention during birth. I think it's important to prepare them. It's helping you to recover and to give that space to the experience, because I think that, the time after birth, we're going to talk a bit more about this today and do a practice to prepare for the time after birth. To me as a mom, but also as a practitioner, I think there isn't enough technique out there that really prepares you for what's coming. Yeah, to a certain degree, you can't prepare totally because this is going to be such a new experience. But I think there are ways that we can support ourselves, can support our brain, can support our emotion to be ready for that time and give it the space it requires, the mind space, the openness about it, the strength, the resilience we need to deal with those first moments with our babies. Yeah. And of course, like any meditation technique, as any practice that involves the body, it helps us to connect to ourselves, but also to connect with the life that is inside us. Yeah, and that already creates a bond. Long time before you give birth, I think women who have done this type of work with Sophrology, they all have a huge bond they're already creating with their babies. So when the baby's there, it's a little bit less alien, yeah, if I may say so. And then it helps us also to prepare the next step of our lives. Yeah, how is my life going to look like when suddenly I become a first-time mom? Yeah. What's going to happen with the dynamic with my partner, perhaps? What type of family do we want to be? What sorts of value do we want to instill in this experience? How can we make it our own? And Sophrology speaks a lot about values and uses values like your value. I don't know what they are, your value, but maybe you value health above all, maybe nature, maybe love, maybe connection, maybe you choose the value you want to use in the practice. But we use this exploration of value as a way to empower women, so that they feel a bit more in control, and that values that we have within our heart and within our life, they are structuring consciousness. And this is why we use that in Sophrology, because what you believe in and what you want to align with structures your consciousness and allows that next level of harmony. It allows you to take the decision, for example, okay, am I going to do this or this with my baby? What is important for me? And if you know what are the most important value you have and you feel aligned with that, then decisions are easier, yeah? And you can feel more confident because you know why you're deciding this over that, yeah? I've lost track of time totally, so I just want to check what time is it. Yeah, I'm still on track, it's cool. Okay, so now you know a little bit more about what is Sophrology, what we can do with it, and now I want to tell you a little bit more about each component of the practice. What does it bring? Yeah, so the relaxation aspect. Every time you practice Sophrology, you dive into a state of relaxation, which is called the alpha brainwave state. And this state allows your body to recuperate, which is so important during pregnancy. It lowers the stress level in your nervous system, in your hormones. And it's when you are in that state, you are much more connected to yourself and to the possibility of programming positively for events, for example, or exploring your values, as we've said earlier. Yeah. So it's a very healing state. 10 minutes of that every day will bring a sense of balance in your nervous system and will allow your baby to also benefit from that. The breathing, of course, everybody knows the power of the breath. The breath is so important, not only to oxygenate your body so that your muscles are less tense. We all know the power of the breath for giving birth, that if we can control the breath, or we can go with the breath or empower the breath, we're gonna have much more muscle relaxation, yeah. And what we want through through birth is have the muscle as relaxed as possible, so that the uterus can contract and your body around it doesn't resist, yeah. So breathing is so important, and breathing is also important because it's a vehicle for intention. So in sophrology, we use the breath as a connection between the mind and the body, but also as a way to intentionally release tension that we feel in our body, release fear, for example, and cultivate positive intention. Like, for example, I can breathe and feel my body and instill a sense of confidence, for example, in my body. Visualization. Visualization is very powerful because it changes your perspective on events. It's especially powerful because visualization activates neuroplasticity in your brain. So when you visualize an event with eyes closed, your brain doesn't know if it's a reality or if it's a film. It doesn't matter. What the brain does is that it's starting to make new connection and rewire towards that new situation. Perhaps you want to succeed, or that goal you want to achieve, yeah. So the more you visualize a positive birth, even if initially you have resistance doing that, it doesn't matter, just go with it. It's normal to have resistance. Or if you manage to have a positive visualization about your future with your baby, not only your brain will be far less stressed when you reach the situation because it has seen it many times before, but it also changing your relationship with the future. So, for example, people who are very anxious and they don't manage to just stay in the present moment. The fact that you create that positive relationship with your future allows you to, at some point, let go of the future, and the future doesn't seem that threatening thing anymore, yeah? And movement, we all know the benefit of movement. So Sophrology's got standing work where you hold your breath or you work with your breath and you move a little bit, so that basically your brain or your mind, instead of focusing on your worries, is refocused onto the attention on your body, yeah. And that's really powerful to help you be more present, yeah. And of course, movement also unlocks your tension and makes your muscle more relaxed. And there is a small degree of movement we do with pregnancy, preparing women for birth, especially at the beginning of pregnancy. Then, of course, we adapt the method so that it's comfortable. Yeah, we want Sophrology to be comfortable. So if you practice lying down, it's fine. Sideways is fine. Sitting is fine. Standing can be amazing for those who are comfortable with that. So we just adapt it for pregnant women. Yeah. And then the aspect of meditation. We all know that meditation is a very powerful practice that changes the neurotransmitter in your brain, that affects the level of cortisol, so decreases your stress. And I think a lot of people actually struggle with meditation, and when they close their eyes, all they can feel, perhaps it's tension, it's worries, is not knowing where to go with these things, yeah? What am I supposed to do when I close my eyes, yeah? And so in Sophrology, we introduce meditation only from level from level 3. Yeah, Sophrology's got 12 level, and at level 3 we start to meditate. And what we do before, it's really about the awareness of the body, and it's about the awareness of the mind and strengthening that connection, so that when you start to meditate, you understand much more what it is to be that neutral observer of your sensation, and how can you access that state. Yeah. So Anna, she says, I want to practice sophrology. Yes, we're gonna do it. So, okay, I can see you're excited to start working with it. So let's do it. I'm gonna show you the practice, and then we are going to practice it together. So perhaps choose a place where you feel super comfortable. Again, a sofa, a chair. Just adapt it to what feels right for you today. So, Sophrology has got 5 systems in the body. Yeah. So basically, we have the head and face, which is system 1. System 2 is the throat, shoulders, arms and hand. System 3 is the chest and upper back. System 4 is the upper tummy region and corresponding lower back. System 5 is the pelvis, the uterus, and the legs and the feet. And we're gonna use this system of different sections in order to be a little bit more attentive to what is happening in the body today. So let me show you. We will take that really comfy position deep in the chair. I'll guide you through a body scan where we're gonna just go and see what's going on in each part of the body. I'll mention your baby. Perhaps some of you are not pregnant, so you just forget that part and make it your own. Yeah. And then we will take a moment to release all the stress that we may feel in the body, the tension, or even worries that we have in the mind. So what we'll do, for those who want, they can bring the back a little straighter. They can interlace the fingers. Inhale. Bring both arms above your head. Do a nice tension of the body. And when you're ready, on your exhale, you're gonna bring the tips of your fingers on that first region. Yeah? And you will simply inhale. Do a gentle tension of that region and exhale straight away. Don't hold the breath, yeah? We just do this in a flow. We inhale, tense, exhale. That's the second center, yeah? The throat region. That center on the thyroid gland connects us to the region, the second region, yeah? We go to the chest, we inhale, gently tense, and exhale. Same on the upper tummy region, which connects us with the area of the tummy. Same in the lower tummy region, where we tense the legs, the feet, and then the belly button. We just tense the entire body, because the belly button in Sophrology represents your whole body. For those who are heavily pregnant, there's no 4 and 5 systems anymore. Yeah, you have that beautiful tummy, you have the presence of your baby, and don't worry too much about what is where. Yeah, your baby and your uterus takes 2 systems, the 5th and the 4th. Yeah, so you work as the awareness of what you feel. Yeah. Then we'll sit back and relax for a time of pause. And in that time of pause, I will ask you to bring your breath to the abdominal region as much as it is possible, because I know you're probably breathing a little bit from the top now. And we will work on confidence. We will inhale a sense of confidence, and on your exhale, you're gonna make the experience, can I bring this confidence in my body? Can I share it with my baby? And just see what happens, yeah? If confidence doesn't talk to you, just choose another resource, yeah? After that, we will finish with a visualization where, if you feel comfortable to do that, I'd like you to visualize yourself after your birth, perhaps a few weeks after, a few months Just let your intuition guide you, yeah? There's nothing to succeed with visualization or with any of the practice in Sophrology, and everything you feel is welcome. So just imagine in the most positive way as possible yourself after birth, perhaps with your baby in your arms, perhaps surrounded by the people you love, perhaps having recuperated fully from the tiredness of birth, which might happen more than 2 weeks after. Of course, give yourself plenty of time. Just trying to visualize that time of life, yeah? That will start to open up all the possibilities for you. And as I've said, it's such an important part of preparing for birth is what's going to happen after, yeah? If you struggle with that, or there's too much fear, too much anxiety coming, you just inhale, tense your body, and exhale. Don't force anything. If this is too much, you open your eyes. Okay, be gentle with yourself, yeah? All right, let's do it. So you take a comfy position, and we will start with the Tratak, which is a very simple exercise to help you with the focus. So I'm gonna show it to you. We'll extend the thumb like this, extend your arm, inhale, hold your breath, and bring that point in between your eyebrow. You cross eye, and then you close your eyes and exhale. Now let's connect to the awareness of your body. Taking a moment to notice your body on this chair. Just be aware of the breath. The connection of your feet on the ground, or if you're lying down, the connection of your body where you are. And let's invite the forehead to relax, the back of your eyes to relax, the cheeks, the jaw. Every time you exhale, it's a little bit like if you could relax your brain. Let's become aware of the presence of the face, the head, relaxing. Now let's connect to the region of the shoulders, the throat. Let's notice the presence of your arms and hands relaxing. Let's be aware of the region of the chest now and the upper back. Allowing the space within your chest to relax, the heart, the lungs. But also relaxing your shoulder blades, the muscles of your upper back. Now let's focus our attention on the abdominal region. Acknowledging the presence of your baby. Allowing the uterus to relax. But also all the organs around. The stomach, perhaps the intestine. Let's be aware of the kidneys around your back. Inviting your spine to relax. All the muscles of your back. Now let's concentrate our attention on the region of the pelvis. allowing your hips to relax, your pelvic floor to relax. Let's be aware of the presence of your legs, relaxing all your muscles, your calf and feet. Let's be aware of the presence of the entire body, sitting or lying here and now. And perhaps as we connect, we may be aware of tension, physical tension or mind tension or emotional tension. So we're gonna take a moment to acknowledge this tension and then let them go, yeah? So let's interlace the fingers, bring the back a little bit straighter. If you're sitting, inhale, bring both arms above your head, do a nice tension of your body. And on your exhale, you're landing in between your eyebrows. Just connect with the sensation in the face and head, and when you're ready, you just inhale, gently tense, and exhale, releasing all stresses and tension, and then move to the throat region, noticing perhaps tension in your shoulders. So you just inhale, gently tense your shoulders, exhale, letting go. The tips of your fingers on your breastbone now. Just gently inhale. A mini tension of the chest and exhale. Releasing all the stresses. The upper tummy region, you just inhale. Gently tense and exhale. If the tension is too much, you just do the breathing. You bring your tips of your fingers in the lowest part of your tummy, connecting to your pelvis, your legs, your feet. Any tension or even pain you may have around there, you just inhale. And exhale to clear it. The tips of your fingers on your belly button, connecting to your entire body, to your beautiful baby. And when you're ready, you just inhale. Gently tense and exhale, letting go of all the stresses. And then you can sit back and relax for a time of pause again. Let yourself breathe for a moment without influencing the breath. Inviting your entire body to fully relax. Change the position if needed. Allowing the forehead, the cheeks, the jaw to relax. The neck, the shoulders. The chest, the tummy. Also the legs and feet. As you give yourself a moment of calm, a moment of rest here, what is the inner resource or the value you'd like to connect with right now in this moment? Something that may bring a sense of harmony in your mind, in your body, or a sense of empowerment, like confidence. Just find one word, one intention that resonates. And without changing your breath, just following it, try to synchronize that positive intention with the inhale, with your exhale. Inhaling confidence, exhaling confidence and relaxing into it. Inhaling perhaps confidence, and then on your exhale, without forcing the breath, just share that positive intention with that little being inside you. That little being that's so connected with you that you can send those loving message through your breath. You're making that team already together. And when you empower yourself, when you relax, you're empowering your baby as well. And now let's create a positive image on your inner screen for the time after birth. You have already given birth. Perhaps you can see yourself with your baby in your arms. Just try to make that picture as positive as possible. And if you're struggling or that brings tension, always remember you can inhale, gently tense your body, and then exhale to release that tension. And don't force anything. Just try to picture yourself perhaps 2 weeks after birth, or maybe 6 months after birth. Even a year if it's possible. What can you see there? If you make it as positive as possible. Your healthy baby. Perhaps a sense of calm or a happy moment you'd like to picture in the park, or showing your baby to someone you love. Or maybe you're able to look into your baby's eyes and connect and celebrate this amazing achievement of giving birth. No matter the style of birth, you have already given birth and you're in the next phase. You can imagine this as positively as possible, and if that brings tension, you inhale, you tense your body again, and you exhale, knowing there's nothing to succeed in sophrology. It's just seeing, observing. And then you can take a moment to perhaps inhale and exhale consciously, and fill yourself with all the positives that you may have seen during this little visualization. What is the main feeling you were seeing there? Just inhale and exhale. And then you can let go of that image for now and very slowly come back to a usual state of awareness without rushing. Just connecting to perhaps your baby right now. Breathing in and out and being slowly coming back to a usual state of awareness, perhaps moving your toes, your fingers, perhaps moving your shoulders, stretching until you're ready to open your eyes again. All right, take your time, ladies. Are you all okay? Yeah? You can rub the palm of your hands together, stretch, drink a little bit of water. Thank you. So I hope this was useful. By the way, dads and partners are invited into that space of Sophrology, that space of preparation. They don't give birth, but they go through the same transition, the same amazing change in consciousness. And perhaps the fact they don't have a body that transforms makes it perhaps even more a shock in many ways to suddenly have their world turned down in one night or one day. So I think having this tool of preparation and empowerment, they can practice with you and they can enjoy the same level of awareness and the same experience just with their own story, with their own inputs, with their own desire. And I think if both of you are preparing and recognizing what you need, even if it's not the same, and the value, and even if it's not the same, I think it just empowers you as having a strong bond to welcome this beautiful being you've created together. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. I'm happy you enjoyed it. Thank you. Yes, it's good, isn't it, to visualize your baby. Yeah, it's already there, you know, it's there. It's just it's not long. You're gonna all meet your babies, and that's the most incredible encounter you're gonna do in your life, probably. Yeah. And we always start to prepare for birth with the time after birth to lower the stress level and show your brain this is possible. But then we travel through every stage of the birth even, yeah. I'm so happy you enjoy this. Thank you for your messages, yeah. So, you know, I think we do prepare every stage, even the stage where you go into the hospital, yeah. Maybe some women don't like hospitals, or some women fear, you know, this kind of light environment where there's a lot of people, all this aspect of that can bring anxiety and tension, yeah. I think it's really important to prepare this time as well. We really prepare the woman to stay calm and to be able to be resilient with these moments. So there's a question, any tips? Hi Bryony, lovely to see you. Any tips on staying focused when your mind wanders? Yes, I think go back to the sensation in your body if you can. Just accept mind wanders. That's what they do. We can't stop them from wandering, especially if we have been very active, if the adrenaline is high in the body. They're gonna wander, yeah. And I think if we observe that and realize my mind is hard to focus, it's a realization to do, and it's an acknowledgement. And perhaps there is a way to change a few things in your daily life, like your schedule, like perhaps the amount of caffeine or tea you drink, perhaps you know, to kind of protect a little bit that time, so that, you know, you're not so stimulated that then when you close your eyes there's all this stuff going on, yeah. But I think going back to the awareness of the body, that's why we do a little bit of movement as well in Sophrology, because as soon as you move, like even doing this and trying to feel that, or doing head rotation, doing shoulder pump, you are going to be refocused onto the awareness of the body rather than being too much in the mind, yeah. All right, so I think I'm almost there. I want to say that you can do a donation for Doula UK today. If you look on the Facebook page, you should be able to find the link. We want to support women, we want to support doulas, we want to have this time where you need people around you. Yeah, you can't do this on your own. We all need a village to grow a child, and I think this is such an important time to reach out to therapists, to reach out to people, to family, to whoever can give you that support. And also the other thing I want to say is that the next talk is Vanessa. She's going to empower you with digestive health, such an important subject. You know that the intestine is the second brain. So if you want a clear mind and be empowered, you need to look after your food as well, yeah? And the last thing, you can visit my website, which is BeSophro.com. So it's BeSophro.com. And or you can read my book, which is The Life-Changing Power of Sophrology. With the book comes 13 practices that you can directly download on the website. They are not especially for pregnancy. So I'm explaining in the book the adaptation. If you're pregnant, there's a few breathing that you need to modify, small things, but it's all written in the book. And you can start to explore, connect with your baby, and adapt the technique to what feels good. Otherwise, I'm regularly doing some live on Instagram. The next one will be next week at BeSophro London. I've done a series last week for lockdown, so you can still watch the video. And next week it'll be on Thursday that I'll be back. It's gonna be just a 10-minute practice, only a practice, and that's what I'm trying to do regularly on Instagram. And otherwise, you also have my online courses. At the moment, I'm doing a course on sleep. So I take a group of people through a 7-week journey with Sophrology, where they learn all the tools and the lifestyle change, and becoming their own expert for sleep. And we have other course on the website, so just visit BeSophro.com. Yeah. So guys, I want to say thank you. I want to say all the best for your pregnancy, for your birth, for your life with your family, enjoying every minute of being a mom. And it's sometimes tough, but I think it's all worth it. And so I'm wishing you a great day. And I think the next talk is starting, I think, only a little bit later. If I'm not mistaken, it's 12:30, so you have time for whatever you want to do, eat, drink, relax, and we'll see you soon, yeah? Okay, bye Julie, lovely to have you here. Daniela, sending lots of love. Thank you for your presence. Thank you, everybody. Anna, Michelle, take care. Shamsun, hello. Okay, you take care. Bye-bye.